Next on the news, Brooklyn Bishop Robert Brennan getting into the holiday spirit with his annual Christmas luncheon.
The event here at Russo's on the Bay is benefiting kids across the Diocese of Brooklyn. I'm Jessica Easthope. That story is coming up.
Parishes in Brooklyn and Queens remembering the reason for the season, taking the time of Advent to spiritually prepare for the birth of Christ and giving to those in need ahead of Christmas. Plus, the Co-Cathedral of St. Joseph filled with music and faith, a one-of-a-kind concert with a Grammy-nominated artist and a famous singer-songwriter. I'm Christine Persichetti. Current News starts right now. Lunch and a show, all on Bishop Robert Brennan Wednesday. The shepherd of the Diocese of Brooklyn spreading some Christmas cheer while also raising money for Catholic education. Every year, hundreds of priests and parishioners head to Russo's on the Bay in Queens for the bishop's annual Christmas luncheon. The holiday season staple supports young people across Brooklyn and Queens. Current News' Jessica Easthope has that report from Howard Beach.
Organizers say it's the biggest crowd they've ever had. 1,100 people packing Russo's on the Bay for the bishop's annual Christmas luncheon. The spirit of Christmas and the spirit of giving went hand in hand Wednesday. Priests, parishioners, and donors came together to support the Catholic Foundation for Brooklyn and Queens, which helps provide a Catholic education in the Diocese of Brooklyn, as well as youth ministry initiatives. Important causes to Bishop Robert Brennan.
The young people just continue to inspire me here in the diocese with our schools, our academies and high schools, and with our youth programs.
We need to make them feel like they are a part of this church and they're already on their faith journey.
Every year, the luncheon honors those who have made an impact in their church communities and who are committed to the future of Catholic education. This year, former American Express executive Dominic Ranieri was given the Emma A. Daniels Benefactors Award.
My role, as well as others on our board, is to help make those decisions that can help us stay sound financially and really extend the life of the school as far into the future as we possibly can.
Father Joseph Fonte was honored with the St. John Paul II Distinguished Stewardship Award. As pastor of St. Mel's Church in Flushing, Father Fonte played a pivotal role in helping build St. Mel's Catholic Academy back up after it was set to close a few years ago.
We worked together, and we trusted in the Lord and educate the mind, fortify the heart and the soul with faith and love. We would have a success.
And the Spirit of Hope Award was given to Walter and Eunice Campbell. The Campbells started the George K. Campbell Scholarship Foundation in 2006 in honor of their 20-year-old son who was killed in a car accident. The Campbells are active parishioners of Holy Family Church in Canarsie and help sustain Our Lady of Trust Catholic Academy.
We help as much as we can. That's when tears come to my eyes and what have you, because he's still alive as far as I'm concerned.
The event is expected to raise $400,000 for Catholic education and youth ministry across the Diocese of Brooklyn. In Howard Beach, Jessica Easthope, Current News.
Students at Immaculate Conception Catholic Academy in Astoria are making sure the Christmas season is bright for others. During an assembly Tuesday, members of the Knights of Columbus's Columbian Squires and the Junior Ladies of Charity presented baskets of baby clothes and supplies, along with baby bottles filled with change to the Bridge to Life. The kids chose the pro-life organization for their Advent service project.
It feels good to help others. I believe it's very good and kind to do.
I'm so incredibly proud of these students, and seeing this just shows so much hope for the future.
During this Advent season, it is of the utmost importance that we be there for women who are like Mary, who struggled.
The donations will help some of the 5,000 expectant mothers the Bridge to Life serves every year. Kids at Bay Ridge Catholic Academy also getting ready for Christmas. Third graders held an Advent presentation of songs and readings portraying the meaning of the spiritual season of preparation for the birth of Jesus. The whole school attended the Mass on Friday, which celebrated the feast of St. Nicholas, a 4th century bishop who was known for his generosity and is associated with the modern-day Santa Claus. A new sacred space is putting faith at the center of a Coney Island nursing home. Saints Joachim and Anne Nursing and Rehabilitation Center gifted its residents a newly renovated chapel that's front and center in the lobby. The Coney Island facility celebrated the chapel's grand opening on Monday with an all-night affair, starting with a mass celebrated by Monsignor Alfred Lapinto, CEO of Catholic Charities of Brooklyn and Queens, and followed by a tree lighting ceremony on the front lawn and a dinner with live music. Meantime, at the Vatican, Pope Francis created 21 new cardinals over the weekend. The Holy Father gave each prince of the Catholic Church their new red hats and traditional rings on Saturday. The new cardinals hail from 17 nations, and the oldest among them is 99 years old. In his homily, the pontiff told them the Lord is calling on them to be brothers, to serve one another and the gospel. The College of Cardinals now has 255 members, with 140 of them able to vote in the next papal conclave. The Vatican is now looking forward to Christmas as the Holy See unveiled this year's tree and nativity scene. The 95-foot-tall spruce tree is adorned with over 50,000 LED lights, and right below it, a nativity scene with 20 life-sized figures. The scene from the seaside town of Grotto captures the birth of Christ with a twist. Instead of camels, the three kings are riding on a boat, and the Holy Family is in a cassone, a wooden and hay hut fishermen lived in from the early 20th century. Just beautiful. If you want to see a tree lighting a little closer to home, the Diocese of Brooklyn is holding its ceremony this Friday. Bishop Brennan will flip the switch on the 28-foot Norway spruce, turning on the more than 17,000 multicolored lights representing the diversity of the Diocese of Immigrants. The bishop will also bless the nativity scene. I have the honor of emceeing the event, so be sure to join me at Grand Army Plaza this Friday, December 13th at 5 p.m. Looking forward to it. But before the tree is lit, Catholics in Brooklyn were lighting up their faith with an evening of praise and worship. The Co-Cathedral of St. Joseph hosted an event to celebrate the season of Advent through prayer, reflection, and music. The Co-Cathedral of St. Joseph filled with music as people packed the pews to worship through song. Jesus, you're my hope and stay. Grammy-nominated Christian musician Maher, along with singer-songwriter Sarah Kroger, performed an Advent night of worship at the Brooklyn Church on Saturday. It's part of their first-ever Cathedrals tour.
I think in terms of the whole tour, it really was just to call the faithful back to these spaces. It's really an opportunity just to celebrate, I think, in some ways, the gift that these spaces are and that they represent to the body of Christ, and an opportunity to worship there in a new way.
The two Catholic artists who worship together at the same church in Nashville say they love touring together, especially during the season of Advent, when they can share their faith through their art.
And it was the first time that I ever really learned how to pray was because of worship music. It was what gave me language to have a personal relationship with Jesus. And so from that moment on, it was just that's what I want to do. That's what I want to do for other people, is lead people into an encounter with love.
The Co-Cathedral was the second to last stop on their joint tour, but Maher and Sarah Kroger are still performing. Matt is headed to Iowa next, while Sarah will be in Pennsylvania. And that is this Currents News Update. I'm Christine Persichetti. Thank you for joining us, because we are putting your faith in the news. Hope to see you again next time.